Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Hi, Milwaukee. It's Robin Reese with Between the Sheets podcast. I am back on air. I'm so happy for episode 5. Episode 5 is called Crazy in Love. I want to first start off by saying we've seen so much stuff on social media like these last probably 90 days. We've seen everything from Jada and Will to Kevin Gates and his wife now to Young Miami and P. Diddy to Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. So it's just like, what's going on? Like, it's just break up, make up, together, not together, we off. But the people that's breaking up, you never thought would be breaking up. Then the people that's getting together, you never thought would be getting together. So, yeah, it's just really, really, really crazy. They said that the City Girls is up by 1,000 points because of the Lori Harvey, the Lori Harvey stunt. But I thought that we was already up from Jada in August, and then her making I guess they kind of didn't like her for the whole statement. With her and Will Smith at the Oscars. So I don't know, but it's just been some crazy stuff going on. People breaking up over weird stuff, some getting exposed. Kevin Gates making a whole 5-minute diss track against his wife. Like, it's just been
made a diss track?
Yeah, it's just been so much crazy stuff going on in social media, and it's like, is this stuff real? Is it fake? Like, Kevin Gates and his wife, we definitely didn't ever think that they'll be breaking up because they always seem so happy. You never heard nothing about them. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, they always seem to be happy, posting pictures, saying how much they love each other. So for them to split because she didn't want to be married, it's like, it's wild. Like, it's just so crazy. And then Young Miami and Diddy is like, she had a spat with one of his other girlfriends he's dating or women he dating, so then they do her podcast, go live, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just a lot of weird stuff going on in these Hollywood relationships. So, Crazy in Love. So, I watched Young Miami podcast, and it's called Carisha Please. I was really happy to see it. I liked it. I liked her. She was very unfiltered. She had a lot of stuff to say. She said what she wanted to say. She said what she wanted to say about herself. Her first interview was with Diddy. She talked about their relationship or their, not relationship, their involvement, which is bold because it's like, you gonna make it be known that you got some type of interaction with me. Not that he was hiding it, but, she definitely was like, put some respect on my name. So, cheers to Young Miami. So on there, when I watched it, Young Miami talked about, she asked Diddy, what was the craziest thing he ever did for somebody he loved or over somebody he loved. He said that in college, he snuck on a train to see this girl who parents didn't want to see him, and he was running for the train. And when he still got to her, she was like, basically no, because her family didn't want them together or whatever, because he wasn't fit for her. So in return, Young Miami said that she was hanging off her guy roof of the car and was like, I tell dudes when we want to break up and all of that type of stuff. So I just feel like that was me. Like, I just thought it was funny. So I said that today was going to be crazy in love because I'm sure we all got stories or whatever, just especially women, just because we be like so unstable in our emotions. Like, we really have to go through a lot of stuff mentally before we like leave a man alone. So, we might say, no, I'm done, but we really don't be done, but we be done, but we not done. We done enough for him to think we don't want to be together. But if he be with somebody else, it's going to be a situation. So my guest today is my sister Regina. I had her come because me and her both been there for all of our trials and tribulations for Crazy in Love. She knows stuff, I know stuff. She experienced me doing too much. I done seen her doing too much, so we just gonna have an open conversation about being crazy in love. Um, I do want to say, thank you to everybody who's watched my show so far. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support, the shares, the shout outs, any of my past guests that have came. I really appreciate y'all. My goal is to continue to grow, continue to make this show successful as possible. So I would be nothing without y'all, without my viewers, without my fans, without those that support me. So I do want to say thank you. So we're going to go into the first question for Crazy in Love. I want to know what is the craziest thing my sister did over somebody she was in love with.
Well, the craziest thing was I kept messing with him. That was the craziest thing. I kept messing with him. Lying, cheating, scandal. But you kept messing with him. That's the craziest thing anybody could do. Still mess with somebody after they done did all of the stuff in the limelight, the dark night, the sunlight, wherever light. That person done did everything they could do, and you still be with them. So that's the craziest thing I did. Buying stuff for somebody is not the craziest thing you could do. Still dealing with them after. You know that they did whatever it is they did, that's the craziest thing that you could do. Still getting your ass beat or still buying stuff, then that's when that become crazy. But the craziest thing is still messing with them. No.
So you haven't ever did nothing crazy over nobody. That's what you basically said.
Yeah, I'm very vocal about inboxing other bitches. And very vocal about taking somebody's phone number or getting on somebody's phone and texting them like I'm the man and breaking up with the other bitches. So, you just do stuff.
So that's the craziest stuff you ever did?
Or sleep with a friend.
To the dude that you with?
Yeah, sleep with a friend to piss them off. That's how I love you. I love you so much that I sleep with your friend. Or I sleep with your brother, whoever it is. I love you so much that I'll sleep with somebody that you love so that you love me more. But
okay.
That didn't make him love me more, but that made me feel better.
Okay, so I wouldn't expect you to say none of that. None of that. So, do that stuff ever backfire in your face?
Yeah, of course, when they try to come after my twin sister.
Girl, please. They would never. They would never. None of them, ever.
Just because you don't do it, don't mean they don't try.
Yeah, some men should know not to even play with me.
Yeah, I don't know why men in this city be come after you, then they double back and come after me like we not gonna never talk to each other. At some point, Philip, we gonna find out that both of y'all or all of y'all was trying to talk to both of us. But the craziest thing I ever did though was probably buy and do something though.
Buy them something like what?
Probably like expensive car part or something like that. I'm actually a very, very mild person. So I don't do the crazy stuff that you be doing.
What? Okay, so at what point do you ever be like, okay, this is crazy, this is toxic, this is too much?
When I keep on accepting the meat stick from a man that's giving the meat stick to half of the other girls in Milwaukee. No, it's too much. When the girl tell me she know what my house look like, that's even worse. And I still mess with him after that. So, gotta cut stuff off. Somebody tell you what your house look like, that's kind of the breaking point.
Mm.
Somebody tell you what's in your house, that's, you know, you don't never accept no man to bring no baby home. You definitely don't accept no woman to tell you what's in your house.
So, what was the craziest thing you ever felt like a man did over you?
That's crazy. I haven't had no man do nothing crazy over me.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Yeah.
Why are you pulling my leg, right?
You been around, girl. You know that. All the Valentine's days and birthdays.
I said, what's the craziest thing a man ever did over you?
I know. That's what I'm saying. We ain't never get to that for them to do nothing crazy.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. So, at least I'm honest about it. Like, I'm glad I didn't have nobody shooting at me or chasing me down with a car. Like some people that I know.
Mm. Yeah. You doing the most now. This interview was for you.
You didn't say to say. You said don't say no names, and that's what I'm not doing. But the craziest thing I did though was sleep with somebody to, I think, because he's an insecure person. So I'm like, okay, that's gonna work. Me sleeping with somebody he care about, that's gonna work. Because he let other females that he messed with do it. But that didn't work. So, yeah. And then, you know, we learned to get over one dude, we get under another one.
But it don't got to be nobody that they know.
Well, this particular person, yeah.
That's pretty evil. They probably would never stop bringing that up.
He don't. Well, he's in denial, but, you know, because, you know, his brother still lie to him, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you pretty bold. I hope they'll never watch this.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. I really don't care. We grown now, so.
So was you not grown when you did that?
Yeah, I was. You know, we was grown when I did that, but you know, the feelings evolve and those didn't evolve. So, you know, move on. Ask me another question, because did not expect for you to ask me that one. Wisdom was crazy. Oh my god. And this is recorded.
Yeah, hold your head up. We're recording.
Okay, ask me another question.
Girl. Okay, so what's the craziest thing you ever seen somebody do that, like, a couple? Like, if you have to think about a couple that just was just, you don't know if they was in love with each other and hate with each other, but they
I know
could.
this one couple. It's crazy as hell. They bust out each other's windows, and they both lie about busting out each other's windows. One shoot at the other one. You know, one pop up at family members' houses and do more stuff. So I've seen quite a lot of people. I've seen somebody bust their baby daddy in the head with a stiletto. And he had to get stitches. So, you know. But again, I'm a mild person. So, you know, people around me do these things. I don't do these things.
Oh, okay. So the craziest thing I ever did over somebody I was in love with was, now, the person, he was a whore, and I knew he was a whore, but he was my whore at the time. Like, I just couldn't, like, not let him not be with me.
I wish I could have said that like that.
So I knew he was doing me wrong, but I don't know, because sometimes when you be in love with somebody, you be feeling like they poisoning you. Like, you can't leave them alone. You can't get away from them. You get away from them, you be feeling sick. All type of weird stuff.
Like they done drugged you.
Right. Like, I be like, man, like, I can't get over this person. You know, man, He got away with some stuff. So the craziest thing I ever did was I went to every female I knew that he was messing with house, and I stood outside their front door and took a picture. But the craziest part was that I never caught him at none of their houses. That mean that he still had extra women that I didn't know about. But it was just so bad not seeing him the picture. Like, I'm outside her house. He be like, I ain't there. And then I go to the next girl house like,
I ain't there either.
I ain't there either. Like, that's just making me more mad and more
But
mad.
how was you getting the addresses to their specific location?
All type of CCAP and
See, that's
all types of stuff.
Why was he messing with bitches that been arrested?
I mean, you don't gotta be on CCAP because you arrested. You can have a judgment, a public.
Yeah, I meant to say that. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So I just, because he had made me so unhappy, I'm just like, why should I let him just be out here freely with somebody else? But I could never catch him with nobody else. I could only catch him with me, and it was just the weirdest. It was the weirdest stuff. I swear to God, my friend, one day he took my car, so my friend, I had paid her gas money. I made her take me all over Milwaukee, and it was just weird, like, because none of the girls stayed by each other. One stayed by
I remember you told me about that after that happened.
Yeah, one girl stayed by, like, Timmerman Airport, which is all the way up Appleton. One stayed, like, off Villa. Like, it was just crazy location. Like, none of the houses was by each other, but they all was in Milwaukee. But I was destined to find him. I'm like, I'm going to find whatever girl he with, and it's gonna be up there. But I could never catch him. He was so slick. I could never catch him.
Yeah, the dude that I kept on messing with, that he was messing with half the city, I could never catch him. And he would never had no pictures, but this one bitch was bald and told me what was in my house. But I also know of a woman running over a man before too, so running over a man, and it's very sad how people could let themselves get that weirded or lose their self-love, that they feel like they have to go that extreme to do something to somebody. And if you feel any jealousy from the partner that you are with, that is not love. Because if you don't trust them to not give that love to somebody, then that means that you don't believe that they are not giving that love that they gave to you. That you don't believe that was ever genuine. If you believe that you are jealous, or you know that you are jealous, you feel anything about being jealous, you never really loved them. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say.
But
jealousy is not love.
But that could be true, but people got to understand when you're in a relationship with somebody and then y'all start going through stuff, like sometimes it be like an attachment and an emotional something or another that keep y'all together or not let y'all part ways.
That's true, but
it's not just easy. Just
yeah, I've never said it was easy to part ways with somebody when you love them, but jealousy is not a real love of emotion. I mean, it's not a real emotional love. It's not.
So if somebody feels jealous because of anything in their relationship,
and this really goes towards, like, you walking down the street and you get jealous of another man checking your woman out, or you get jealous of another man checking your woman out of nowhere. That's the jealousy that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about with him sleeping back with his baby mama, or her sleeping back with her baby daddy, or sleeping with her best friend, or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're walking down the street, or you at the mall, at the movies, wherever, and and that person sees somebody saying hi to you or checking you out. That's not love. That's them having a problem that's within themselves, and they need to figure out what that is. But that's not love. I should have clarified that, but that's not love.
But you don't ever feel like you accepted something from somebody because you love them?
Oh, yeah. I let myself be controlled. I let this man tell me what I was going to wear. I let him tell me what I was going to do with my hair. I let him tell me that I couldn't talk to my family. he completely ostracized me, and I let him because of our status. But you think that you being a woman in a relationship, that's going to be what's going to keep your relationship together. You love that man, you let that man lead your family, but when is that man doing wrong, not right for you to not say as a woman that we can't do this. This is not what's going to make our family great or successful. And that's the end all be all though. But yeah, I've let somebody, and he said that if I don't love you, I wouldn't do these things. I wouldn't control you. I wouldn't tell you where you could be at or how long you could be there. And that's very unfortunate that I let him do that, but I did. So, crazy. That's something that somebody did crazy to me. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Okay, but at what point did you feel like, okay, this is not love?
When I found out that he was living a double life and I was, pregnant or whatever. That wasn't love. You don't do that to your, significant other. Women go through a lot of feelings and a lot of changes when they're pregnant, when they're carrying another person. That's a whole different feeling that a woman goes through having somebody attached to them, and men don't understand that in most instances. They don't, how they should. Why they don't understand it? Because they can't carry babies. But
I meant for today to be funny. Because we have so many throwback stuff.
I really want to say these people's names, but we can't. You said don't do that.
No.
So ask me another question so I could go on and throw another funny one out. That's go ask me another question. I got it. But you asked me something crazy that happened, and that's something that was crazy that happened. I didn't even think about that. But that was the most craziest situation that I've been in, as far as somebody, doing something crazy over me or saying that it was crazy. There's gonna be a woman out there that's gonna benefit from what I just said, bitch. Go ahead and ask me another question.
So, how long did it take you to fall for that person? Like, what?
And that was crazy.
Because they always say that people be having red flags, so you nothing about...
And it was... the biggest red flag was that he wasn't taking care of his first alleged child. That was the first red flag. The beginning stages of our relationship, he only had the baby one time, so I don't even know why I thought that he would have mine. But, when he wasn't with her, he stopped seeing the baby. But, that's here nor there. But that was the red flag.
Well, I'm glad all of this stuff is like 10 years out. Because when I used to see red flags, I guess they used to be green or blue or something.
Yeah, because clearly that one was a gay color one, because I sure didn't see it. that motherfucker, that flag was turning colors almost every day.
Yeah.
The girl even called me with him on the phone. I still went on and had kids with him. But, you do crazy stuff. You hear somebody say that they love somebody else and you still with them. That's crazy.
I don't think I never experienced nothing like that.
Yeah. The females that used to mess with the guys that I used to mess with, we all used to mess with the same person, they were pretty bold.
Yeah. I don't think I never had no ex that ever said that he didn't love me over somebody else. Like, nah. Like, I love you. I mess with... It generally be, I love you, but I'm with her because she tricking.
Yeah, see, he didn't know that I was on the phone when the girl called him and he said that. He didn't know I was on the phone. He didn't know I was on the phone.
Yeah, so he probably was telling her a lie.
Yeah, but still, though, that was a red flag.
Yeah.
Because he never told me that he was playing a role.
But do men really be playing roles though? Because
Yes,
we don't
men
never
play
know.
roles.
We don't never really know.
If men let women think they're in a relationship with them and they're in their head they're not in the relationship with them, that's playing a role.
Yeah, I guess so.
And if men have whole wives and stuff, and they engage in another relationship with somebody else, that's playing a role. And the woman that's in a relationship with the married woman is playing a role. With the married man that has a wife is playing a role. So in the whole grand scheme of things, everybody's playing a role. Even the babysitter that have the kids while that husband or wife is with the other person. Everybody is playing a role.
Okay, so Lori Harvey said that, or allegedly, she didn't want to stay with Michael B. Jordan because he wanted to get married and she not ready for marriage. Is that reason to break up with a good man?
Hell no. I would love to get married to a good man right now. But yeah, she needed repentance for that stuff with future. She needed that repentance, and she needed to grow up because she had too many lotteries going on, too many bodies. She needed to have some seats, but she's not wrong for still being young and not wanting to do that. Ideally, it'd be nice if she would have been older, but she not. She not wrong for not wanting to commit herself to somebody that way when she's not ready, but that's a good man. He wouldn't let her fall, and they could have got married and still not had kids for like another 5 years,
But sometimes people's souls don't just don't be aligned with each other. See, we'll probably it looks. A lot of you'll be surprised how much stuff look aligned online.
Yeah. That Kevin Gates and his wife though, that was woo. Your wife cheating on you with was it her personal trainer or his personal trainer?
A personal trainer. That's all I know.
Trainer. That's messy.
But they said that was. They said that it was after she had already caught him cheating multiple times.
Yeah, he's cheated multiple times.
Yeah.
He made songs begging for her to forgive him for when he got caught cheating. Kevin Gates told him he has cheated on his wife before.
So it's like
He's a rapper. What rappers don't cheat? That's why all of them girls got all them Hermes bags and them big ass watches because their man cheated.
Okay, but I wonder why men fall out when when a woman cheat back. Cause I know I
That
did.
is crazy.
I know I
Men
did.
can't handle when a woman cheat, but a woman can handle when a man cheat. That's the ultimate double standard. Like how?
Yeah, cause I know I cheated back, boy, oh boy, and I still don't hear the end. Like, come on now, like you done did all this stuff.
Oh, you don't know where he put the grenade at. You don't know. And if I was you, I'll start checking under your car.
Like how you got you did all this stuff that I can't even embarrass me in front of the whole Milwaukee, but you mad the one time I'll show you what my mama made, show you what I made of. You mad and now you want to just you don't know what to do. You can't even breathe. You a fish out of water. Like I don't know, stuff be crazy to me. But I ain't never think that they would break up because they always I ain't never heard Kevin Gates like in the media for cheating.
Just because he be paying the girls he be sleeping with not to say nothing.
But he nasty too, so
Yeah, woo.
I
He a
hope
little
he
too
ain't.
nasty.
Yeah. And then this Young Miami and Diddy, it's funny because
Did you see that on the Breakfast Club where Charlamagne was like, she be wearing them out and she gonna be having pictures in bed of something. He in the podcast he was saying how she can't put him to sleep. Yeah, okay, Diddy. You 52 years old.
Right. So that's the I like that relationship because they clearly got like a
Sexual relationship in the chemistry.
Yeah, and they seem to enjoy each other's company, but it's just funny because Diddy, what was you doing with a city girl? Like, but
That's what Charlamagne the God was saying. Like,
yeah.
shoot.
And then when he said he was gonna take her shopping, he was like, "I'm a big spender, 150,000, 250,000." I'm like, you just. But if you got the money and you got the
Don't
time,
you give her like a allowance or something?
I don't know. I ain't never hear that. She talking about having kids
They
with
said
her.
that on the rumor report on the Breakfast Club that he give her a 250,000 allowance a month.
Yeah. I definitely think that they're gonna be in some type of trouble with each other because they said they be acting bad, so it's just a better time for some
bad?
catch up. But
I hope that bad don't come with no diseases.
Nah. I don't know. I don't know. But speaking of diseases, so like the last 2-3 weeks, it just was that whole herpes thing on Facebook just kind of went out of control.
With that girl saying that boy gave it to her.
Yeah, and it just took me back to that story. Like,
Now, is him tearing up her house, him being crazy in love with her? Because he said he got plenty hoes.
no, he probably just tore up her house so she couldn't have nothing.
Oh. No, I'm just asking, in general, like, did you... Because the topic is, doing stuff because you're crazy in love or somebody's crazy in love with you. Because that's what she tried to make it seem like, He didn't want her to leave him. And then, he didn't want that to come out about the stuff.
Okay, so a couple years ago, it was the real young girl, like 2017. She was young. She had stayed in like Hillside Projects or something, and her baby daddy had gave her HIV or something like that.
I remember that.
Yeah, so she had went live and she had talked about it and how she got to be strong for her kids. I wonder whatever happened to her. I'm gonna try to see if I can reach out to her and just see how she doing. But it's just crazy because now it's like when you meet somebody or you talking to somebody, you gotta ask them like, "What's your status? Like, what you got going on? Like, I need paperwork, blood draws. Like, like I'm not going. Like, I need to see everything because." It's just weird out here, like stuff that, and I was at school and I was learning like now syphilis is back at an all-time high. Like syphilis wasn't even like as popular
when we was in high school and middle school. It wasn't popular.
Yeah, like now it's a syphilis outbreak. Like I'm like, man, this stuff was crazy. Like you gotta be careful who you talking to, why you talking to them. Like you really can't do a whole bunch because it's just dangerous. Like, yeah, when I seen all that stuff on Facebook, I'm like, man, people got to be more careful. People got to be more aware. People got to be more conscious.
Everybody definitely needs to be vetted. And even if you ain't seen that person in years, they still need to be vetted. They need to be vetted again.
And even
if they married or in a relationship with somebody else, whatever it is that you're doing with that person, they still need to be vetted again. There's too much stuff going on.
But not even that. If you know that you're sleeping with multiple people, why don't you be cautious about how you sleeping with them and use protection? Because if you sleep with everybody unprotected, everybody gonna have something, like, or just not sleep with a lot of people. I just be like, man, it's wild out here. Like, if I'm about to lay down with you, I need to know what's going on. Why you got that going on? But I'm still about to go get a checkup because I don't know. I don't trust nobody no more. Like, it's just crazy. We've been seeing some crazy stuff, and it's been going on in Milwaukee.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm not active, but if I was, I would be going to go to get checked regularly too. I sure would be. And I encourage all women to go and do that too. Well, all people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Houghton Street Clinic, Diverse and Resilient down on Houghton Street. If anybody want to go get those services, they're really nice people down there. I've been down there before to be tested, just to make sure that my health is intact, because it's really becoming a popular thing where people are coming up with, these STIs, and we want to make sure that we're still taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other. That's very big right now in the African American community, especially syphilis is at an all-time flare, and it's really, really, really dangerous. My sister had an auntie who got syphilis when she was young, so she never was able to have kids. So yeah, it's serious. Don't let that manifest in your soul or your body. You got to take care of both. So make sure you know who you with, and make sure you know yourself at all times. So, yeah.
When you have sex with somebody, you giving them a part of you. And people need to be more mindful and respectful of their temples, of their bodies, of their mental. Having sex is the easy part, but if your mental is going to be off, if your health in the long run is going to be off, don't do that. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Well, I want to thank you for coming on today's show. I appreciate you.
Hopefully, I'll get invited to come back on a different subject, because clearly I was about to cry.
Yeah, I thought we was going to be laughing about all the stuff from 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, stuff from early 20s. Not know you...
Crazy in love, all them high school years. You the only one that got something for Valentine's Day out of all the girls.
No.
You the only one that got something for Valentine's Day. Everybody else boyfriends broke up with them before the major holidays. Everybody else boyfriends. Except for you and one other girl. But it's cool though. It's cool.
So do you feel some type of... Do women hold on to that type of stuff? Because you keep bringing that up. That's not... Because somebody buy you something, that don't mean that...
But still, though, that was a show of affection and love, right?
Yeah.
So why ain't nobody else get nothing? Why they break up with us before
But...
the major holidays? You know? We could see you on Thanksgiving, but not Christmas. That's messed up. Then me not, our birthday in between two major holidays, so it's really rough for that one. No Christmas, no birthdays. December 28th.
Oh, mine's December 18th, so I feel your pain.
Yeah. Girl, go on. Ask me another question. Just, we gotta kind of get off the crazy in love part.
What? That's the name. That's the topic of the show. I ain't mean to have no psychotherapy and crying session with you.
How about the crazy, the most outrageous things that we know that our parents have done?
What have they done? I don't know what they do, what they did.
Like
You
when...
didn't have time to see if you have boyfriends.
I don't know what they did. They was just dysfunctional and shouldn't have been together probably, but I don't know what they did. Like
when everybody found out it was gonna be twins being born.
what they do?
When our other sister mama called up to the jail to check on him, and the people told her congratulations on her twins.
I never knew none of that.
It was the
Oh,
wrong baby
Papa
mama.
was a Rolling Stone.
The wrong baby mama.
Mm. I didn't know she found out because he was in jail. They don't normally say that type of stuff over the phone. That's a violation.
Well, this was back in 1990, so...
Oh, yeah. I know he was in that mud cussing. Oh, I know he was cussing. He had to be cussing. Oh, dirty dog.
But love is not you having your girlfriend at your house and then you tell your wife to come over I mean, you leave your wife and your girlfriend in the house to fight. You just completely leave. That's not love.
I know who did that.
That's crazy in love. Or crazy not in love, whatever. Crazy in love is not sending your son and his cousins over to beat your husband up. That's not love. Crazy in love definitely is not hitting your husband with an ashtray in front of his sisters.
You've seen a lot. You need therapy just for what you said.
Right.
Man, she needs the same therapy I need.
But that's all. I mean, well, clearly that's love and dysfunction. That's what you just named off. Love and dysfunction.
But should nobody have to go through that much dysfunction? Oh my God.
Well, your dysfunction just, I don't know. You just handled it bad. You handled it badly. Now I can look back and laugh like, "Woo, I ain't that girl no more." Cause I ain't doing none of that stuff no more. I ain't doing nothing crazy. I got a career going on. I got stuff going. Like, I ain't doing nothing crazy. If you want to go, you could go. I'm not. I ain't jumping in front of. I ain't doing nothing. Go ahead, go. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, I don't believe people when they tell me they love me no more. Nope, don't believe them. We ain't even got to go that far. We know we finna do what we need to do. Let's do that and keep it going. Keep going about our business. We finna just get together to have our little session. Let's just do that. We don't need to do all of that. I'm going to give you some. You going to give me some. We're going to go get these checks. And then we're going to go about our business. We're going to get together and go about our business. Not money. I'm talking about going to the doctor.
So, you be preferring just a casual situation with
Most
men?
definitely. Most definitely. No. I am not the tie down type of bitch no more. No. If I found a good man that's worth me doing that, I'm all for it. But no. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, despite all the, stuff I've been through, I don't not believe in love because of something I went through with one person. I just believe that one person was bad. I need to regroup, figure out where I went wrong,
Yeah,
where
I'm
they
just
went
saying,
wrong.
whenever the person that come along that's gonna be good for my life come along, I'll stop doing whatever it is that I shouldn't be doing. But that's not gonna be no time soon.
How you know that?
Cause I know.
Regina. And
stop saying my government name. Like, I don't want these people looking me up on Facebook.
Everybody else leave their contact information on how to. Regina has she's a couple credits away from her bachelor's in psychology, so if she's sitting up here asking therapeutic questions or give you a therapeutic answer, that's why, because she's a
All you gotta do is follow her. Find you.
You're right. Her name is Regina Marie Johnson on Facebook. So if you need any type of therapy,
Yeah, I got you.
they say therapists be the craziest people because y'all help everybody else through their stuff, but you don't help yourself through yours.
Yeah, I help my therapist with a lot of her problems.
You better get that check.
But
That bag.
oh yeah,
She got the money.
Yeah, I help her. She don't help me. I be helping her.
I hope she don't watch this.
No, I don't think she gonna. I don't think she gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate you coming.
Do this crazy in love topic go over to like the same sex relationships too?
Love is love.
It's everybody.
No, I just want.
I would have had the same conversation with somebody else if they was transgender or
Not talking about
whatever.
like, lesbian or
Yeah. Because I think studs are some of the most crazy in love people I
yeah.
ever seen. Like
I've been in the car and seen them get out and have a full-fledged fist fight. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I really think that if you're a
Outside,
stud, you're very
Knights of
unstable.
on Knights of North Avenue.
Yeah. and gay men too, studs and gay men. Out of everybody, they just them not gay men, but like the boys, whatever they call them, like.
No, because I was talking to this girl and she just started acting weird. Like, don't pop up in my house. Don't, call me from different numbers. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. And that just went a little.
Was she a stud?
No.
She was a girl? Well, a stud is 10 times worse.
Well, she was, like a half and half.
And then studs, they fall in love too fast. They always in love with somebody. Like, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boys, whatever they call it. I don't know. The bottom, the boys, not the transgenders, not the masculine guys, but the ones that they call they boys, but I don't know. I don't know the proper terminology, and I'm trying to be respectful because our sister is transgender. But I'm just saying those two particular groups of individuals that are in that LGBTQ are the most aggressive, lopsided lover, gotta have you to death people. Like, and I'd be like, whoa, this is outrageous. Like, y'all be going too far too fast. But
they're aggressive. I'm gonna let you close the show out because you ain't got no more questions to ask me.
But I just touching on what you just asked me. I think that until you are equally yoked with somebody who is you're bound, equally yoked and balanced is the same thing. But until you are that with somebody, it's not going to be right no ways, because when you one way, the other person got to be the opposite way so that y'all is equal. Like, you can't be, both of y'all can't be high strung. Both of y'all can't be emotional. Both of y'all can't be dramatic, because it's going to end up in both of y'all can't be disattached and then be attached. Both, you know what I'm saying? It got to be healthy traits going on in a relationship. And then it can't be just one person, like, I love you, but I don't love you, or I love you, but you don't love me. Like, it got to be equal, because then y'all relationship could flourish. That's why so many people be in toxic situations or crazy in love, because their emotions don't never be the same at the same time. So,
do you think that people be so crazy in love that they can't ignore their lives before the love, like their parental duties or obligations to their family?
Yeah, because because sometimes if you in love and it's not healthy, it can make you be somebody that you're not. So you're going to do things that you know that you're not supposed to do. Also, you can suppress those responsibilities. Somebody just told me that when I lost somebody important to me, it just was like everything else that was important to me not even important no more. So it was like, I don't really,
yeah, but that's why I be scared to indulge like that. Like, as far as being with somebody. Because I don't want, them to try to steer me away from the stuff that I have to do. Like, being a mother, so.
Yeah, but you got to be a grounded person in yourself.
I am, but it's like a lot of guys in this city that,
But it's a lot of women, too, who
don't care about the stuff that they have to do.
Because it's becoming more popular where women are just not taking care of their kids, and it's men stuck with the kids, or men, and it's women that's dysfunctional. So if you got to think about it like this, if children are always with the mother, but the mother is unstable, they're going to be 9 times out of 10, they're going to be unstable too, because, well, not 9 times out of 10, because sometimes that's not always the case, but your kids are going to pick up them same patterns because they always with you. So sometimes if you do have an active father or a father that want to be involved, it's best to let that happen, because kids need to see some type of stability or some type of stable mind frame
know how to conduct a healthy and peaceful relationship with other people outside of their family.
I know. This one girl, she just think like, I be looking like, how did he? And this person I'm talking about, he a little bit of nothing, but his fatherhood isn't. His fatherhood, from my perspective, is intact. But like, I done seen him do homework. I done seen him do this, do that, do that, do all type of stuff. Do projects, do whatever got to be done for his kids. Now, he might not, but he might don't have the money or the resources or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she got it. But the kids ain't going to school. The kids not doing this, doing that, what they supposed to be doing. So it's like, sometimes the men do be better suited parents than women.
Yeah, I don't knock no man that do what they supposed to do, or want to do more.
I think that we all need
help
to
them
share the
out there.
responsibility, because I ain't just had these kids by myself. But we gonna wrap up today's conversation with Crazy in Love. We done talked about Young Miami and Diddy. We done talked about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan.
I'm gonna be mad at her.
I touched on Jada a little bit, Jada and Will a little bit, because they said that they was getting a divorce, but now they not. I'm not really sure, but that's probably gonna be the best thing for Will, because Jada making him look crazy.
Yeah, she planning on taking his money after he slapped. Man, look, all right.
And we done talked about Kevin Gates to his wife, so yeah. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Crazy in Love with Robin Reese, Between the Sheets podcast. My contact information is Robin Reese, ROBINRESE on Facebook, and on Instagram is RORECO _ Rich RICH. So if you want to find me on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram. And I also want to say thank you to Tom, my engineer, my backbone to this podcast. I was off for a while, but he made sure that I was able to come back and get back in tune with my audience. So I'm ready to get back to work, Tom. Thank you for all that you have done for me so far. I really appreciate you. All right. Thank you, Milwaukee.